Tape script 3.15. The first time I fell in love. Sarah.
The first time I fell in love was when I was 13. It was with a boy called Max. We were on a school trip, a geography trip, so a whole group of us were living together for a week. I'd never really noticed this boy before, because we used to go around with different people, but I suddenly started looking at him, and I remember thinking, you're nice. And I couldn't understand why I hadn't looked at him before. He was very quiet, and he had dark eyes that seemed to see everything, and he made me go all weak at the knees. We kind of started going out. When we held hands, it was electric. And the first time we kissed, I'd never felt anything like it in my life. Wow! I don't think he felt the same passion as me. He was very cool about everything. It only lasted a few months. Then he went back to his friends, and I went back to mine.
Tommy.
Well, I fell in love with a girl called Emma, but it didn't last very long.
How long did it last?
Well, about 2 weeks. It all ended last Friday.
Oh dear. What happened last Friday?
I decided that I'd had enough of being in love. I didn't like the feeling.
Was Emma upset?
Not really. She didn't know anything about it.
What?
No, I hadn't told her that I was in love with her, so she didn't know that it had ended.
Was it so bad?
Oh, yes. I couldn't sleep. I used to get this funny feeling here in my tummy when I saw her coming, and my heart went bang, bang, bang. It was horrible.
So how did you manage to stop loving her?
Well, I'm only 9, and I figured that I'm too young to only love one person for the rest of my life.
Fair enough. I'm glad you didn't hurt her feelings.
I'm glad it's all over.
James.
Well, I've only been in love once in my life, and that was when I was 22. I'd had other girlfriends, of course, but it was never more than that, just a girlfriend. And then I met this other girl, Ruth, and my whole life just turned upside down. I remember thinking at the time that I'd never felt anything like it. Nothing looked the same, felt the same. Life had never been so amazing, so colourful. I wanted to do everything, climb mountains, fly like a bird, stay up all night. Life was far too amazing to sleep. It's funny, I never used to care what I looked like, but suddenly I started to care. I wanted to look good for this girl in my life. I felt that I hadn't really lived until that moment, until I'd met her and fallen in love. Thank goodness she felt the same. We're still together, 30 years and 4 kids later. Amazing, huh?